It's all about the micro commitments. In this episode, I want to talk about micro commitments and how they can literally change your life. And the example I wanted to jump straight into is, let's look at your dental hygiene, okay? Dental hygiene. Every day, you brush your teeth. Twice a day, probably, minimum, right? Maybe you do it after lunch as well. How long does it take? 3-4 minutes every time? 3-4 minutes first thing in the morning, 3-4 minutes just before you go to bed. And they're micro commitments, right? And if I was to tell you that if you brush your teeth once, it's not going to have an impact, right? It's not going to keep your teeth clean if in 1 year you only clean your teeth once. However, if you do it twice in that 1 day, you're going to be double as clean, teeth-wise, as if you'd only done it once. However, the micro commitment comes into play because you're doing this every single day. You're committed to doing it every single day. It's only a small commitment. It literally takes 3-4 minutes, but you're doing it every day. And the long-term impact of this is immeasurable. Well, it's measurable in terms of the state of your dental hygiene, the state of your teeth, right? And the same can be said, you can draw parallels with your general health and fitness as well. What micro commitment can you make to do on the same level as you would brushing your teeth? Like, what little seemingly small thing can you do regularly, i.e. every single day, that is going to contribute to your overall long-term health? Because when you're looking to do things that are going to help you feel fitter, healthier and happier, most people will jump straight into massive commitments, macro commitments instead of micro commitments. Macro being something humongous, like going to the gym 7 days a week, or I'm going to cut out carbs for the rest of my life, or insert whatever kind of overly drastic measure that people attempt to do, but time and time again never actually sustain. And the reason for that is because the commitment, the drasticness, the measure that they bring in is just far too massive. It's too much of a commitment to start off with. It's like setting yourself up to fail by overcommitting to something that deep down you know you're never going to keep up. Which is why micro commitments are so powerful, because it contributes to your long-term habits. Like, you're not born knowing how to brush your teeth, but over time you learn how to brush your teeth, and then you learn how to do it twice a day, and then you learn how to not swallow it, and then, like, in the long term, you end up doing it without thinking about it pretty much, but you're doing it every day. It's there in your routine. It's there in your daily life. It's a micro commitment that you make that compounds over time to give you the benefit of good dental hygiene. All right? So what are you committing to on a micro level for the rest of your health and fitness? Like, what micro commitment? It could be a micro commitment like having a glass of water first thing in the morning, or moving your body for 5 minutes after you get out of bed, or getting up every 30 minutes from your computer to have a stretch, or maybe walk around the block, or just some micro commitment that is stupidly, seemingly super simple, really easy for you to do, to the extent that it would probably take more effort to not do it than to do it. right? That's how super simple you want to approach the concept of changing your habits and enlisting the help of micro commitments to help you to change your long-term health, right? Your long-term behavior by focusing on what you can do in the now, in the moment, in terms of the little things, okay? So, micro commitments, that is where you're going to get the macro effect. That's where you're going to get the long-term changes by looking at your behavior, your daily behavior, which is made up of small, little micro commitments that you make to yourself, right? To prove to yourself that you're serious about changing your health and fitness. Because if you can commit to those, then over time, you're doing it. Brushing your teeth, say you're brushing your teeth twice a day. You brush your teeth, therefore, 7 days a week. So that's 14 times a week you're then doing it. Then you extrapolate that out over weeks and months and years. And you end up doing this seemingly simple task of brushing your teeth thousands of times in your lifetime, which contributes to your dental health, right? So imagine having that micro commitment to something else, another aspect of your health and fitness that is going to contribute, going to amass, going to accumulate into you doing it hundreds, if not thousands of times in your lifetime to be to the benefit of your long-term health. So what micro commitment can you make from today? Like, make it super small, make it super simple, so easy for you to actually do and keep hold of, keep up even, every day from now until your dying day, because it is so simple, so small, so easy. What is it? What can you commit to on a micro level that you can see yourself doing tomorrow, the day after, the week after, the month after, the year after, right? That's how super simple it's got to be. So what is your micro commitment?